were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
Ah, yes, Uncle Ben. I feel you. I feel you. As you can see, everyone is having a meltdown on the internet. All because of the Steam Deck pricing. Is it just a simple price increase, or is there any deeper meaning behind it? And today, we're gonna be discussing what's happening with Steam Deck and Valve. Welcome, traveler, for you have found my channel. This is the Cyberspace Pirate, MK.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're our favorite indeed. Being a pirate is a wretched deed.
Okay, so what a debut indeed. And as you can see, everyone is crashing out on the internet about the certain increase of the Steam Deck. Okay, so what is the Steam Deck, if you ask? Well, if you've been living under a rock, the Steam Deck is a handheld gaming device built by Valve. The reason why people are crashing out on the internet, it's because of the huge price increase of the Steam Deck. Now, we totally understand why there is a need to increase the price of the Steam Deck. But this price? Whoa. And look, the 512 gig OLED model increased the price from $549 to $789. So that's a total of $240 price increase. And then the 1 terabyte OLED model increased from $649 to $949. And that's a $300 increase. Now in contrast to that, the Switch 2 increased the price from $449 to $499, which is only a $50 increase. Now, I totally get it that they need to increase their prices, all because of the ongoing RAM-mageddon. AI everywhere. They are gobbling up all the supply chains for RAM and GPU. But that's a whole nother topic. Okay, now on X, Team Sweeney, of course, have something to say about this. As you can see, he is taken to criticize Valve over its recent price hike of the Steam Deck. He is clearly mocking the management decision of Valve about the price increase of the Steam Deck, just to get attention on the internet. Although I hate the guy, he still has a point. That $240 and $300 price increase is really tough to swallow. Now, speaking of price increases, like last year, Nintendo increased the price of their first-party games to $80, which is crazy. Then, this upcoming September, they are going to increase their price by $50. Now, over at Sony's side, the PlayStation 5 also had an increase this month. With the PlayStation 5 Standard Edition, it went up by $150. The digital edition went up by $200. Same with the PS5 Pro. And I thought those price increases were crazy. And yet, this month, here we are. Valve really took the cake on this one. Valve, you were supposed to be the chosen one.
Chosen one!
That said, if you're gonna look at the closest competitor of the Steam Deck, for example, the ROG Ally X Z2E, if you go to Asus website, and if you go to the ROG Ally page and choose the non-lame option, you will see that its price is around $1,000, and the price difference is only around $50. And for that price, you will get a lot more value for your money. Now you're asking, what value? Well, as you can see here, you will get 24 gigs of RAM instead of just 16 for the Steam Deck. You'll also get the same size of SSD and NVMe, which is 1 terabyte of storage. Moving on to the APU, you will get 8 cores instead of just 4 cores. And now, those cores are Zen 5 instead of Zen 2. Now moving on to its integrated graphics, you will now get 16 compute units instead of just 8. As you can see, the Steam Deck's hardware is already showing its age. At this price point, it's really hard to justify buying one over its competitors. Even then, now, look at the price of the PS5. And no, not the normal edition, but the PS5 Pro. Gabe, what were you thinking? I just wish Valve just released a new Steam Deck with updated hardware. Now, speaking of new releases, here we go.
Here we go!
And of course, it's the upcoming Steam Machine. A few months ago, there has been a leaker that said that the Steam Machine will have a very brutal launch. And now I think it is coming into fruition, seeing these insane prices. Is the Steam Machine, or rather Valve, cooked? And right, here's the kicker. BC250. As you can see on this article on Tom's Hardware, that there are some insane individuals over at GitHub. What happened was they were able to hack the BC250 to fully unlock its 40 compute units, and that's totally insane. And if somehow you have a very bad luck, you can still set the patch to 38 or 32 compute units instead. Now, if you go to eBay or Alibaba, you can actually find them for under $150. And if somehow you're unable to get one, you can just go ahead and pick up a PS5 base model. And again, why, you'd ask? Because I found this article on Digital Foundry. What they did was they were able to install a custom version of Linux on the base version of the PS5. As you can see here, they were able to run PC games using Proton on Steam. They have also run benchmarks side by side with the native PS5 games. And you know what? It is very, very close. And for the price of around $600, you're going to be able to play both your PS5 and your library of Steam games. Now tell me, is Steam, or rather Valve, cooked? Post your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Space Pirate MK. Peace out.
Who are you?
I'm Gabe Newell.
Are you a beetle?
No.
Is there anybody else here?
No, it's just me, Gabe Newell.
Oh, I thought there'd be like one more person. Yeah. Do you want to pretend to be Ringo?
Yes, I do.